So as you can see here, I have a ton of my dirty ass brushes that need to be cleaned. Like, it's embarrassing how long I've let this go on for. It needs to happen. A towel, and then I have some Dawn dishwashing soap. I always like to get the kind with the wildlife on it because if it can clean a baby duck in an oil slick, then it's good for breaking down and emulsifying all of that gunk that's in makeup. Baking soda, and then olive oil. You want to make sure that you get the extra virgin olive oil. What this is going to do in the mixture that we make up is keep the moisture in your brushes, because this will strip out moisture, strip out color, get all of that gunk out of there that's going to clog your pores and just be really bad for your skin. But in order to preserve the brushes and their shape and have them last you a really long time, you want olive oil and you want it to be extra virgin so that it isn't super fatty. Alright, so let's get into it. I start out with a little dish like this, and it can be varied in any size. If you want to use a bowl, that's perfectly fine too. About, we'll say a quarter to maybe a 50-cent piece size of the dishwashing soap. In the bottom of the dish, just want a tablespoon of baking soda. Put that right in there too. And then you want 2 tablespoons So what I like to do is I like to take a really dirty brush, like this is my contour brush, and I like to just kind of dip it into this liquid and just start to really move it around like this. And then I like to move it around my hand. Then I'm going to move over to the sink and show you what I do at the sink. So I've got the water going at a, I'd probably say lukewarm temperature. I have 2 solutions of the brush cleaner that I made right here. So what I like to do is I just swirl it around, and then I take my bare clean hand like this, and I just swirl the brush around in circular motions. You're just getting in between all of these follicles, well, hair follicles right here, and make sure that you're getting all of the product out. Pro tip here, guys, pro tip. You always want to keep your hand at the base of your brush like this with the bristles pointing down. If you flip the bristles up like this and have the water pointing straight down on them, you're gonna have a bad time. No, your bristles are gonna start falling out because that gets into the glue and it just stops holding them at the barrel of the brush, which is where they're glued together in there, and it'll just be a waste of money and your brush won't be as good, and it's just a bad time. So you want to make sure that you always hold your brush with the bristles down in the sink. I like to just kind of I never like to put my brushes directly under the running water. I always like to take it off just a little side stream in my hand so that, yet again, the water does not get into the barrel of the brush and I wind up losing bristles. And this is looking like a nice, clean powder brush. So I'm going to take that and set it here. Another tip is I like to fold up one side of the towel that I leave my brushes to dry on, because that's another way of making sure that water doesn't get up into the bristles. And you're done. What I'm going to do is just take a paper towel, place these on top, and leave my brushes. And you've got yourself a nice set of clean makeup brushes. Let them sit overnight and they will be ready to use in the morning for a fresh face. Thank you so much for watching, and don't forget to leave a comment or a like if you enjoyed this video and found some helpful tips. Check back later for some new videos coming up soon. Bye!